Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and I am here on day 2 from our kickoff party, if you will, for the new catalog. And like I said yesterday, we are doing 6 cards for the next, 3 days. So yesterday was the first 2 cards, today's the next 2 cards, and then tomorrow we're going to be doing another 2 cards. And it is the one that we designed together, Joey, Hartman, and myself. And so I'm so excited with all the projects here. So anyway, we're going to be making 2 cards. And if this is new for you, we're using the sets. Here it is like, where are the sets? I'm like, where are the sets? The Pretty Florals, as well as the Sweet Blooms. There are 2 bundles in this collection. This is from the, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of the collection, but there is a whole suite here on our new book. And hold on, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get situated. You know, it's usually kind of crazy when you're kind of going or coming from work. It's like, well, where's everything? But anyway, let me tell you here, it is on page 60. It is the 60? No, it was 40 something. Give me 1 second here. And oh, here it is 42 and 43. Actually, it's 40 and 40 all the way to 45 pretty much. But anyway, this is the one that I'm going to be showing you. You can see it here, and here is this is the whole suite, and it does comes with 2 different bundles, which those are the ones that are on page 42. Here are the ones, right? And they're dies, and it's all about flowers. The designer's newspaper is beautiful. And then we also have the flat pearls, which are in the new in colors. So anyway, so let me get started, mainly because I have to finish in less than 1 hour today. So we're going to go crazy. We're going to go fast and furious on these because I do... the kiddos have a class at 6 and we have to take them. So anyway, so let me flip the camera and then we go from there. Okay. And like I said in the past, so I've offered the make and take kit to make the cards from this class. However, at this point, you can get the kit to make the 6 cards that we're making, which here's the sneak peek. We made yesterday 2 of them. Let me show you here. I have them here. So we made 2 cards yesterday. Here are the ones from yesterday. And then today we're going to be making this one and that one, which are here. I'll show you here. Okay. And then the following day we're going to be making this one and that one. So I'm doing daily videos for the 3 days. So today's day 2. And tomorrow we're going to come back to do the next cards. But anyway, when you place an order with me, that is $50 or more between now and the Sunday. And you will get the PDF with the written instructions, links to the supplied list. There are pictures of all the cards. And also you will get the kit to make the 6 cards. So your kit will look something similar to my kit here, where I have the designer's newspaper cut out and the shapes that are not included on the bundle. Anything that is included on the bundle, I will not be included because you're supposed to have your bundle to make your cards. And the other thing that is not going to be included is the gems. So make sure you place an order to get your gems because you're going to be needing them for this class. Ribbon will be included, so I'll give you enough ribbon for you to make your bows. But anyway, apart from that, I won't be die cutting the flowers because those again are from the bundle. But anything that is not from the bundle will be die cut for you. So anyway, so let's get it started. And again, this the kit will be for all 6 cards that we're making. And let me just make sure I am on my other phone real quick. And like I said, everything will be cut out for you to assemble your cards, except for the things that are from the bundle. Okay, so let me make sure I am live so I can see any comments. If you have any questions, please make sure you put it on the comments. And even if you're watching the replay, you are more than welcome to ask any questions. I always like to see them and go back. So don't worry if you're catching the replay. So let me do this real quick, and it's opening. There we go. All right, here we go. So I see you here. So hi Katrina, hi Pat, nice seeing you here. All right, so our first card, we're gonna go start with this one. Okay, this is gonna be an easy card, and we have here our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and this is the Secret Seed, which is one of the new ink colors for this year. Let me get my supplies here out. Okay, then I have all these pieces. I've already die cut all the little pieces from my cardstock. So this particular card is featuring ink color. So you can see we have the new cloud cover, okay, which it's on the little flowers, and then these pieces are on the Secret Sea. The designer series paper is gorgeous because it also has flowers, but it also gives you options to kind of have patterns. Like in this case, we have this pattern, right? And again, we're using 2 different designer series paper. We're using the, I'll show you here in a second. We're using this one, which is part of the suite. This one is called the Florals in Bloom. And I showed this one yesterday. Yeah, same as with this one. And the celebratory sips. Is that right? Celebratory sips. Yeah, celebratory sips. Now, this one is not on the annual catalog. This is in the online exclusive. This is a brand new designer series paper. And it is a really fun, cheerful, that also has some of the ink colors. And we thought it will look really nice together when we pair it with the other one, which one's the Florals in Bloom. All right. So anyway, so we have this one. So this one uses the this is from the celebratory sips. Is that right? No, this is from the Florals in Bloom. And then let me check this one. And same with this one. So in this case, I'm using all from the Florals in Bloom rather than the other one. Okay. So now as far as my pieces here. So this one is a basic white and it's 4 by 5.25. And then I have a piece of designer series paper. And this one is 2 3/4 by 5 1/8. Okay. And then I have another piece that is 1.5 by 5 1/8. Thank you so much for sharing, Cindy. I really appreciate it. It always helps me a lot. I do have one of the circles from the Stylish Shapes, and this is the one that is about 2 5/8. And then, like I said, I die cut these pieces already just for time's sake. Using the dies, which I don't know what I did with the dies here. I have them here a minute ago. Hold on, let me see if I find them. My gosh, here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate when I lose everything. So I've used these ones and this ones and that one, okay? These are with the Secret Seam, and you can see you run it once and you get all 3. And same for this one, you run it once and you get all 3 of them. This is with the cloud cover. And what is cool, you can see you get the, it's like a standalone flower because you get all the detail as well with that one. And then we use this one, which is that one. And this one is with the Secret Sea as well. Okay, so those are the dies that I use. All right, and then for the inside, I have a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. And I have another piece of designer series paper. And this one is 3/4 inch by, should be 5. Yeah, by 5. And so this is going to go right here. Okay. By the way, let me just make sure. Yes. And, so as far as the stamping, I forgot to add a piece here, but give me 1 second. We're going to be using a scrap. I have here a scrap, and we're going to be stamping the sentiment. I am using the one that says, you make me smile. So we're going to bring the Secret Sea and stamp. All right. And then we're going to be cutting it out with your scissors, okay? So let's get scissors here. Again, this was just a scrap. And we're just gonna go around it. Now, if I know some people sometimes struggle with that. I know that you could also do a line around it, you know, that you can also do something that goes like so. Just so you know where you're gonna be cutting. That has helped me a lot. Although nowadays I don't really do that. But you do a fine line and then cut it out on that, okay? And then at the end you can just erase the lines of the pencil mark. And the other thing is I like to cut with this side. I'm not opening it and closing the scissors. I just go with that section, and then as you know, or as you're seeing, I like to move the paper rather than the scissors, okay? And there you have it. You have something like that. At this point, I would just bring my eraser and then just take some of those lines out. And you have something like that, okay? So that's that. Let me take this one to the trash can. All right. So now let's go ahead and start gluing these pieces. So I'm going to bring my adhesive. Where is the seal? Do you see the seal here? I was like, where is the seal? I was like, it was somewhere here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and now you could maybe a smaller, you know, like you don't need it that wide. I know that I have like a 1/8 see, like I have like a 1/8 border or 1/16, and see, I'm gonna have something that goes this way, okay? So you could cut it if you want it tighter. I always like to have a little border, mainly because if I get cricket or anything, I don't want it to be where it is something like that. So anyway, but you could probably cut a little bit narrower if you want. This pattern of the designer's newspaper is one of my favorites. And I don't think I've used it on any of the cards yet, but I just love it because it's all purple flowers. All right, so we have it like so. Okay, and then we're gonna bring our ribbon. Now, for this one, where's the ribbon? I'm gonna bring also my reversible tweezers. Just so it gives me like an extra hand, if you will. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around. And it probably is still too long still. Okay, that might be better. And I would now be making a bow. This is where these tweezers are really great because it gives you the extra hand that we don't have. Okay, and I just tied it, and then I just make it the size that I want. and then tie it again. And at that point, I would just cut out the excess. Okay, so like here. All right. Okay, at this point, I would just have a glue dot. I always like to put a glue dot just to make sure it's not moving around too much. All right, there we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and glue this one to the card front. Okay, see? Hi, Luis. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this one right here. Hi, Pauline. All right. So now for the next part, we're gonna go ahead and glue this on our card. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put it somewhere here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring my dimensionals. I have this one. Also for this one, let me glue this one already inside before I forget. We're gonna go ahead and glue this to the left side. And as always, I always cut it slightly longer just to make sure. Like, I don't mind cutting that little piece. And then I'm gonna have center these. There you go. So this will go right here. Now for the next part, I'm gonna bring my adhesive and we're gonna put the 3 flowers here. And let me just check who goes with who. So I think this one goes there. This one seems to be that way. And then this one seems to be, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add some adhesive. And I'm using our liquid adhesive. I just put it in one of these bottles just for easy, the easy use. All right. We're going to be doing the same here. And then the next one here. Oh. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna bring, oh, I have them here. I'm gonna bring those. Oh, we're gonna put this ones first. So in this case, I'm gonna have that one right here. Yes, and so let's just add a little bit of the adhesive as well. And we're gonna have this one like right here. Okay, gonna close this and put it again upside down. And now we're gonna go ahead and bring our flowers. So I'm gonna have this one come here, and then this one come here, and this one come here. That's how I want it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this ones with dimensionals. So I'm only gonna be putting one dimensional per flower, mainly because they might be overlapping, and I just wanna make sure that they can do that. So the first one is gonna be this one. And then I'll have this one. And then I'll have this one. So it looks like so. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and add this one as well. And I should have the other, where's my other dimensionals? I had another set of dimensions, the tiny ones here. I'm like, where are the tiny ones? Yeah, I should have a little one right here. Well, we might need to cut to this section. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add this one. And we're gonna be adding it right here. And then we're gonna bring our gems, and we're gonna be adding as many or as little as you want. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more, maybe one more here, and one of the little ones right here. And again, you can add as many as you want. I'm gonna leave it like so, but here is how it looks. And when you open it up to that, it looks really nice. Okay, so let's go with card number 2. All of these cards are super easy. They look really nice, but they are very easy to recreate, as you can see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my envelope. The next one, we have a card base that is 11 by 4 1/4. Okay, and I have, so all of these things you will have in your kit, because all of these are from are not from the bundle. So I will die cut all of these pieces for you. So we have a piece that is 11 by 4 1/4. You need to score it at 5 1/2, and then just fold it in half. And see, I always like to fold them, even though I put them like so. I feel like I might have cut this one. There we go. There you go. So it's slightly, I went slightly off. Well, I'm gonna leave it right now, like that. Okay, so then we have a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then a piece that is 2 by 4. Okay, then I have the largest of the squares from the the stylish shapes. I have one of the banners from the same set, the stylish shapes, and then I have a, give me one second because I had something going on here. Oh, there we go. I'm like, I have something going on there. And this is the tiger, the timid tiger, and then I have these on the Secret Sea, and it is also the largest banner from the Nested Essentials, which is this one. Okay, and I should have here the other ones, but anyway, let's just move. All right, so let's just go ahead and do the stamping. So for this one, we're gonna be using the Timmy Tiger and the secret C again. Where is the secret C? I had it here. I know I've just used it in the other here. I'm like, I know I used it in the other part, so let's just bring it. Okay, so same as with the other one, we're gonna go ahead and stamp the sentiment on this. You make me smile. And we're gonna be stamping it right. Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can fix it because I didn't put the. Let's see if I can make it. There we go. Okay. Whew. And then I'm gonna also use this one and stamp the leaves. I'm gonna put it a little bit up. And then I'm gonna be doing the same here. Okay. Then I'm gonna bring my, here we go. This is what I was using yesterday, so let's use the same. We're gonna be using the flower detail full color. Okay, and then I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna stamp off and see, I can see exactly, right? I can stamp that and then do the same on this one. So I'm gonna stamp off and do the same on these. All right, and this is how it looks, okay? So that's all the stamping we're doing. You can see very simple and easy. It's gonna be the inside of our card. I'm gonna put that one right there and this one right here. Okay, so let's just glue this piece already. We're gonna put this one somewhere in the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see, this one is slightly like one little tiny hair, and we're gonna go ahead and add this one. And we're gonna be adding this one. This is one of the cards that Joey designed, and I just loved it. I thought it was simple, it was good, and it uses a lot of the dies in a very fancy way, to be honest. I just love how she did it. And then we're gonna be cutting this one. It doesn't matter how much you're gonna cutting it, you're just gonna cut it. Just cut it. Like in this case, I'm using like at the 2-inch mark, but there's no measurements, you know. We're gonna go ahead and add in this section. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it here. And I don't know why I feel like it's crooked. There you go. And then same thing here. I'm just gonna have somewhere here, okay? And I'll have this one right there. And then I'm gonna be adding this one right here. Now, here's the thing. You need to wrap around again this ribbon. Where is the... We're gonna be using again our our tweezers. The only thing that I gotta say is you want to make sure that it is all straight because it's gonna show. Thank you so much for sharing, Sonia. I really appreciate it. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and do these. And it's just a matter of pulling. I'm pulling that one and then pulling this one. And then the same thing, just pull until you have it on the, there we go. This is better for me. And I'm gonna put it on the side. And I want it to go somewhere like so, you know, like this. So I will be adding a glue dot at this point, and I tried to see whether this one is staying this way or the other way. I feel like I could shift it slightly. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm like, wait a minute. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and add a glue dot. Where are the glue dots? Here. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut out this part. Okay, and then I can go ahead and add this one right here. And then have this one come here. See? So I'm going to put this one flat. I'll put this one somewhere here. Same. And then I'm going to have this one come right here with dimensionals. Like I said, I loved how she used the all the labels. I love how she made this one taller. I was like, that's just genius, you know? Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put it like so. And then you have your bow right here. And then now we're going to be embellishing with our dots. Which, what did I do with the dots? Like, I'm always losing everything. They were here. I've used them a minute ago. And I don't know what I did with them. Like, where did I put them? Seriously. Huh. I don't know what I did with the dots. Holy cow. What do we do to the dots? They were here. Like, I've used them in the other car. They should be, oh, here. I'm like, they should be here. Like, they should be here. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add the dots. And for this one, give it 1 second here. We're going to be adding them to this section. This is, again, the flat there we go. And here you have it. And so you have it like these, and it opens like that, right? And again, you can see the ribbon. So like I said, you want to make sure that when you are putting the ribbon, that you make sure it lays flat so that it looks nicely on that end. So anyway, so these are the 2 cards from tonight. I hope you have enjoyed. Here is the other one. This is, like I said, the second day. Let me just show you all the cards that we've made so far. So here is card number 1, and then card number 2, and then this one was number 3 was a fun fold, which I really enjoyed making this one. Oh, and I think I forgot to make these yesterday. So same thing as we did here on the front. You would probably need to do the same on the inside if you want to decorate them. But again, it's just now the stamping. But you can see how beautiful this set is. And again, I'm using both the Pretty Florals, which is this die set, right? These bundles. So this comes with all the flowers, images, and dies. And then the Sweet Blooms, which is the one that has the sentiments. Okay. Now tomorrow we're gonna be using these flowers and the die that says bloom. So I know you're gonna love it. Let me show you another card. This is not from our card class, but I wanted to show you because see how beautiful it looks, right? With the one flower that we used yesterday. So again, different options. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you tune in tomorrow because tomorrow we're gonna be doing the card 5 and 6. And like I said, when you place an order with me between now and Sunday, which I said I was gonna check what was the Sunday. So Sunday is the 25th. So between now and Sunday 25th, you can get the card kit to make all the cards. It will be 6 cards. You will get all the designer series paper cut out and all the labels that are not part from the bundles I will cut out. So like this shape, the banner and this other banner, and then also the square, the circle, this rectangle. So all of those will be included. The only things that I won't be including is the cutouts that are from the bundles because you just need to have those bundles. But anyway, like I said, you just need to place an order with me. There are about 50 and you get the kit to make all the cards. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.